playing with people indirectly through inadvertent ways. So they're the type that they'll go after you through indirect ways from within. You see what I mean? Right now they're doing it. So I know how to do it too, cause like, but anyways, it's like if when you go based off how it feels within, like if you're seeing with your imagination, your spiritual eyes and stuff like that within, and let's say you're going after someone, they don't know that you're going after someone, or sometimes I know that what they're doing and stuff like that. So they do it even if I know, right? So like they're coming after me and they do it, and they're literally exposing themselves. So they're not supposed to come after me when I know, because it doesn't work out for them the way they want. But anyways, so like they're the type that if they want to get at you, like they were doing to me, they go at you from within indirectly through inadvertent ways. You see what I mean? Like I told you before. So they'll go after the energies within, and like they got many tricks that they learned and put into motion against me by studying me ever since I moved to this house about like almost 2 years ago. So they've been studying me, because I'm here a lot in this spot right here in this couch where I sit in, you know, a lot. So they've managed to make believe like if they generated energy based off my location right here where I'm sitting. You see, they're right there. They just predicted one of the words that go right. Hold up. So they started acting like when I said it, when they said it, after they said, I just undid it again. They did it and I undid it again. You see what I mean? They just and they tried to cut off the internet, like from, or try like create some kind of like stoppage, or they were trying to do like some kind of like interruption, and I just undid it again. So now I'm gonna protect this whole video right now, meaning how, and I'm pretty much putting just the tricks into motion that is already there. So now I can say however I want without being interrupted by Freemasons. And we're working through my AC too. When I turn on my AC, they start to they put a trick, a spell that my AC has some kind of like chopping motion, like when the AC's, like the fans are rotating and the AC, the air is going in here and stuff like that. Like if when the air is coming in here, there's some kind of like chopping motion that's there, but it's not there, and it's hurting me in ways and stuff like yo, they go off the fucking rims, like off the rails with their ideas. Like they say things that most people couldn't even imagine. They just go and say, "Oh yeah, we're doing this, but it's not like we're not doing this, but we are doing it." Like they go off stuff like that, like, and because I said it like that, they're acting like if I'm one of them or some shit. Like that's what it feels like. Inverted, like we're inverted energy right now. So, anyways, so Freemasons are terrorists. They're terrorists in this country. They've been here since day one. So they help build this country. You see, they feel a certain type of way, overwhelmed by guilt, shame, and humiliation, all that shit. Imagine someone calling someone a terrorist that is, but hides and doesn't want to get caught, and they get caught right there. You see what I mean? This the energy here, and like if the energy when I expose them goes like, and they still expose them. Anyways, so that's the type of shit that we're just going through. They got overwhelmed by me exposing them because they're terrorists, and they are, and they were feeling like that, and that's the type of energies that you was just feeling just now. So, anyways, so they want to keep people away from me so that they don't hear the truth. Cause I'm literally like, don't deny me, don't laugh. When they go like this and you see that image right there, that means that it's true, and they want to invert it and try to make it go away, switch me away and shit. Like I'm telling you before, I tell you this, but I am God in human form. I am the messenger of truth in human form, and there they go. They did it with me. They did it inadvertently through me. Like if you see what I mean, like if they're doing, like if I'm switching myself, but they're doing it inadvertently, like they just literally put my image like right here, going like this towards me inadvertently, like if I'm going against myself, which is impossible. I never go against myself. So they gotta lie and act like like if I am going against myself, but it's not me. Like they just put the image there and give it and start to create some kind of fake forward motion, like if I'm going against myself, but it's them going against me through the image. You see what I mean? And they makes you a terrorist things. So like when you say, like I told you, they're saying things in ways that a lot of people just couldn't imagine until I started exposing it. Now that I've okay now back weakness. They just literally put that into effect right now. Back weakness because I have back. I just had a spinal surgery. They took two of my disc out and put two plated disc in there and stuff. So like they're trying to create some fake pain, some fake debilitation just because they said so. So like I told you, they be saying things, and the things that they're saying are directed towards inner energies. They were just literally attacking me from within just now, like I told you from the beginning. So like I just told you exactly what they were doing, attacking me from within. And it's something like it feels like it's one of my neighbors, one of the Mexican neighbors nearby in the back of my house. And I always do this, like not always, but like there's a house back there behind my house, and this is the front of the house. So front of the house, back of the house, over there across the street, and now they're showing an image of it so that when I tell you about it, if I ever show you the image, it's already there. But they want to do it before it happens so that you see what I mean? Like they try to interrupt the truth. So what they do is sometimes they tell you the truth before you know it, so that you don't know the truth and you're being told the truth by someone who's malicious and has malicious intentions. You see what I mean? They're devil worshippers. Freemasons are devil worshippers. They deal with spiritual warfare. They want war with you as long as you don't know that they're waging war at you. You see what I mean? They're complete pussies, 100% cowards, and I mean like yo, they're fully committed to that cowardly shit. Fully committed to being pussies and cowards. So they're like they're united and they do that change shit. So you see now are being projected now as because they like taking what I say out of context too. So when I tell you things, sometimes when I tell you things in real time, they go and put it out and take it out of context and use it inadvertently. You see what I mean? Even in real time, as I'm telling you right now. So we're dealing with terrorists. The Illuminati, Freemasons, they're not a conspiracy theory. They're a real they're real societies. Speech interrupt. So, anyways, so they have put a spell on my mind. It's like some kind of like brain interruption tactic that they created by, like I said, studying me here, and I wasn't doing much about it. I was just letting it happen because I could undo it whenever I want. So this kind of like brain interruption that it's there. It's like a brain locking spell kind of energy manipulation game because they're going at me from within through the energy within me. So like the mind is more internal than anything else. There is a brain, but what goes inside of the mind is more like towards the spiritual side. You see what I mean? So what they do is they go from within and they go and try to like mess with what's within the energy, the emotional side, the mental, spiritual side, you see, psychological side from within inadvertently. Like if they're seeing what's within by going within and attacking me by saying things and seeing like if they're seeing my brain activity and they're seeing where my high end ideas are, and like if they put an energy there that doesn't let me think out above their interlocking, you know, trick that they put in there. You see what I mean? So they spoken in a certain type of way, and they put an energy in my in not even put it in my head. They put it in a make believe place. Like what, like when you say something and the energy lingers around until you undo the energy that was spoken. Whoever you are, they got a spell on you right now. The moment you came in here and now you left. Anyways, so you see, like I got viewers that come in And the moment they come in, they fall under a spell that Freemasons, Illuminati, they created. The Mexicans, whoever did it. They created it. So when you come here to my video, you fall under this kind of spell that that nothing makes sense. Like if I'm doing it to you, like if like when I speak, if you don't fall under the spell, like if I'm speaking like if I'm speaking hate, like if I'm the devil, a pedophile, they'll tell you that I rape babies and shit like that. Like yo, they're hateful. Imagine a devil worshiper to the fullest, unbound. Like it's just going with. So right now they're off to the lowest, off the low of what they really are like. They're coming at me through satanic means, and I mean some satanic tricks that if you ever heard what the fuck they're talking about, it would make someone go and kill. Literally, you would go. It's the type of shit that you hear, and even if you're not that type of person, you at least consider killing them. Cause they're that low. They're that low. Like if I can't do something because they say so, or that they say it in certain ways, Julio, you can't think above, uh, higher, higher end levels because this and that, and they'll say in the passive ways, like if they don't mean it, like if they're saying it in a way, like if they're pacifying me and shit like that, and making it so by saying it inadvertently. Enemies like to play with energies from within inadvertently. Inadvertently means indirectly. So it's like doing a bunch of stuff unrelated to what you want to do in order to affect it in some kind of way. You see what I mean? So I see someone keeps coming in and out, and this is a regular occurrence now that when I go live, I see someone comes in, I see one viewer, and then they go away. I see right, he just came back right now, and hold up. I know exactly what's going on. I know everything that they're doing. I just let some of it happen so that I could expose it because it's better for me to expose the enemy if they're targeting me in real time, right? Now, so like I was saying, so yeah, so there's someone that comes in and out. He just left again. You see what I mean? He comes, they leave. He comes. It's like now a timed event now where he's here for like 10 seconds and he goes. He's here and he goes, or it's maybe like different individuals that come, go. You see? But it's happening, and now he's about to come back again. There he goes. You see? Now it's a timed event where he's coming. You're coming. Whoever you are, there is probably a fake account or something or some shit like that, or they probably took over your account. Fake account, fake account. It feels like a fake account, and it gives the illusion like if I'm getting views, but I'm not. But they do these types of tricks where they'll send some fake account, and instead of me getting real views, it's like the fake account means that I only get fake account views. You see what I mean? And I'm not about fake account. I'm about the real stuff. I'm about the truth. You see what I mean? And he's still here. And not for long though, probably. So anyway, so the Mexicans from around here, they practice brujeria, witchcraft. And what they did is they went from practicing witchcraft through items and statues, idolatry, spiritualism, as to saying stuff. They started saying stuff in real time. They were imagining what they wanted before. They went from imagining what they wanted and waging imaginary wars at me to saying things. So they went from physical objects to make believe to now saying things. And now they say things. And now because I said it, they're acting like if they did it inadvertently, where instead of exposing them, like I just did, and the energy just disappears because the truth destroys the liars and the lies, right? The lies and the liars. So what they do is they invert it. They got this trick where when I do that, it automatically inverts the energies and they keep going. So and instead of the energy disappearing, they keep inverting it and like going back and forth where I go, I tell the truth, I expose what they're doing, and they it flips it and they keep going. And then if I do it again, it flips it in other ways. So they always look for a way to keep going forward indirectly. You see what I mean? So like when you expose the lie, that's it. It can't do anything to you. But they act like if they could, because they found another way and other ways to keep going forward indirectly through their inadvertent ways. You see what I mean? So what they do is they mess with people indirectly from within. You see what I mean? Like they're doing stuff, and they're like they're not even like that. Like They're literally here, physical individuals, and that's a family that lives back there that's targeting me. The dad, the son, the mom, they be doing some crazy, wicked, cowardly. I mean, coward, and they're doing it for Freemasons. Freemasons put them up to it. They went and collided. What you gonna call it? They started working together with Freemasons, and Freemasons went and taught them. They gave them help, like support and backup. So when they can't handle me, because they can't handle me by themselves, they go and ask, "Oh, help us!" or "Help me!" They really go into that type of, like, "Help! He's hitting me!" Like from within. When I go in and I start and I beat them from within, they start asking for help, like really, like desperately, like really coward. The pussiness of the pussiness comes out of them. You see what I mean? They start asking for help, and they start asking for their society. So they got a Mexican mafia now, supposedly. And a lot of them don't even know that they're doing this, that they're helping them and stuff like that. And like if they're using them, not only them, my other neighbor next door does the same thing. He's the one who started all of this. My next door neighbor, he started saying things and saying things. I don't want Julio to think outside of these type of like ideas, and he started putting it together like that, where he's, I want a brain interruption to be in Julio's head, and then Freemasons would go and put it together for him and make it happen for him. You see what I mean? It was to a point where they took him over. He's not even alive anymore. Them too. So they're like just saying things. They're not even here. My next door neighbor and his wife were next to my house one day doing unloading the truck or some shit like that. And I went outside because I'm doing arts and craft and I'm drying the stuff that I painted. And they're right there. And they're literally right there. Now they're putting the images from an angel of deception right now to put the images you see, and they just went away because I just exposed exactly what. So they sent angels of deceptions, angels of malice, angels of lies. They use big lies, huge lies. Literally, they literally say these words, and they already crafted like a trick, and it has many tricks within and stuff like that. So they do like different, like if you craft a weapon, an imaginary weapon, by speaking what you want, and when it goes, it's there and it does what you want. You see what I mean? It has protection, and it does this and that, and if you delete it, they said it'll always come back and it'll never go away. And so they'll craft it by saying what they want. So I went outside, and my neighbor and his wife was there, and they're targeting me too. You see what I mean? So like I went outside, and they started saying it low, like really low, and like if there wasn't even there, they were saying exactly what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to go and punch them in the face, because that's one of the things that you're supposed to do when someone is saying things at you. You're supposed to go and warn them, like, yo, I know what you're doing. You're saying things, and if you keep going, I warn you, I'm gonna come back, and and you go off, like, that's one of the things you do. Like, it's to the point where I'm supposed to go over there and rip them apart, completely eliminate them, take them out, and I mean the most brutal way. Like, cause the type of stuff he be saying is the type of shit that you go and kill for. But anyways, so neighbors over here, neighbors on the other side of my house next to me. So they're behind my house, but across the street, on the house facing this way, across the street over there, right? This my neighbor over here is literally right next door to my house, and so we like, he's literally right there. So what you call it? So my neighbor started defending Freemasons one day, inadvertently, without telling me, but I knew what he was doing. We had a conversation when I first moved out here. We was getting along or whatever, and he was talking to me like, "Hey, what's up, neighbor? I'm this and that. I live next door." And we talking outside and stuff like that, right there where that other stuff happened just now, where he was saying it real low, and like, and I was telling him like, yo, I'm a truth speaker. I expose the enemy publicly. Freemasons are terrorists. And I go into the normal explanation of what Freemasons are like and what I do. I expose them, this and that. And he started defending him. Oh no, just let them go. They'll deal with them later on or whatever. And right then and there, I was like, yo, you the fucking enemy. Like, I just caught up. I didn't say it right then and there out of respect, but I should have said it to his face, like, you the fucking enemy. I don't want to talk to you no more. That's it. Don't fucking knock on my door. Don't say shit to me. I should have just said it right then and there. But I was new. I didn't want to get in trouble out here. People start complaining about me like if I'm the asshole. But I know better. It's like when you know that someone is the enemy, that they're not good for you, they're malicious or whatever, but you don't want to say it right then and there for whatever, you too nice, or, you know, those type of things sometimes play a factor in people speaking out the truth when they should. You see what I mean? So like I was saying, oh my. So you see, I'm telling you all of this because like they tried to stop me from speaking the truth, telling you what I wanted to say from the beginning. They put a like they usually would put a spell on the video before I go into recording the video, and then the energy lingers around if I don't undo it. You see what I mean? I undid it, so now the energy is not there to stop me from telling you what I want to say, what I want to expose about Freemasons, the Illuminati, the KKK. Those are occultic societies. We're not supposed to let occultic societies exist amongst us. Right there, look, forgetful energy. You see the image of forgetful right there. Forgetful. It was somewhere in the screen. You can see it right there. You see what I mean? They, if I don't say it perfectly, they go and act like if because that's a spell. That's a trick that they put together right there. That if I don't say it perfectly, or if I slow down during while I'm going in a certain direction with my speech, my message, that the energy falls apart and shit like that. I gotta say it all perfectly and shit like they literally spoke this into existence. And now when I make the video, if something if I say like I if I do any of those things, that their tricks activate. You see what I mean? And that's part of what they did with this video, where as I'm speaking, if I slow down or if I don't say it perfectly enough sometimes, if I don't say the perfect words in the perfect order and shit like that, you saw the word forgetful right there. You see what I mean? So yeah, so we're not supposed to allow the enemy to exist amongst us. They're occultic societies, devil worshippers, liars, and deceivers who are united against us, and they live amongst us. They don't live. They exist. They're not even human. They exist amongst us, and they act like they're not doing what they're doing amongst us, working together but separately. And they orchestrated 9/11 together, and look at what they did. They put it in the news like if it was real, and they, you know, started use. Hold up, my back is starting to hurt a little bit. They put that back weakness into motion right there. So yeah, so I gotta lean back a little bit. So yeah, so they put they did 9/11. I hear him right now. I think it's one of my neighbors arguing with them right there with the neighbors that I told you about. Cause some of my neighbors out here caught on to what they were doing, and now they just go off on them and stuff like that. Like you could feel their energies coming at outside of their homes and stuff like that. So like in this video, you felt some of the energies affect me. Like right now, my back is a little bit hurt, weak because of what they said, back weakness and stuff like that. So we have occultic societies in this country, and like I said, they like working together. They like casting spells. They like saying things. Like I told you guys, crafting attacks through spoken words, and they did a lot of this through me by watching me. You see, the forgetful. That was like I didn't forget what I wanted to say, but then it served as a distraction, and I kind of like deviated from my other point that I was gonna make. But it wasn't something that I was completely 100% into, so I just kept going. So anyway, so yeah, I'm about to end this live soon, but the enemy are amongst us in this country. They did 9/11 to show you, that the enemy are amongst us. That right there, because a lot of people know that 9/11 was an inside job, but they don't know how it was done. A lot of people would say, "Oh, it would take millions of people to cover it up." Duh. But that's exactly what happened. Millions of occultic Satanists working together tried to cover it up. But you know that 9/11 was an inside job. So there is no arguing about the validity of 9/11 because it was an inside job. Hold on, I'm thinking things right now. Like whoever's coming in and now is probably trying to like erase my views and stuff like that. Anyways, so if you ever wanted to know how 9/11 was done, it was done by a group of liars and deceivers, Satanists, devil worshippers, working together collectively but separately from wherever they are. That's why there's a lot of people that call you a conspiracy theorist. Or don't worry about it. Let the governments, politicians, put the police deal with that. And like, it's like, yo, but I want to solve it. I want to like, I want justice. Like they did that shit. You see what I mean? George Bush lied about weapons of mass destructions overseas to create a war over lies, bro. So they literally created a war over lies. I went overseas. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran. I went to go fight for this country for the lies that they created. And now I'm fighting for the truth because I learned the real truth about what happened. Now that I know the real truth, I wanted to learn who did it, why they did it, and stuff like that. And I learned, I found out, and now I tell people the truth publicly on videos on YouTube. And what the enemy does is that since they're what the enemy's doing now is that since they're stalking me and surveilling me now, there anyone that comes into contact with me, they go after them. Something it doesn't work on everyone, but they try to like put people under a spell or trance, confusion, trance or spell and shit like that. And like if they can't get it together, can't think straight, like the kind of like trick that I told you from the beginning that they put in my brains indirectly by through a simulation. They go and act like if my brain is a house, like if I'm a house, and they could just walk in my house and look, Julio's thoughts are over there, and his flow of information of ideas is over here. Like if they could see my inner workings and shit like that by them saying it. Right now they're going like this is one of the tactics that they use to try to put certain emotion or to raise the validity of one of their tricks. And what they do is, like I said, they invert the energies, and it is what it is. Hold up. I'm gonna destroy them completely. It is what it is, and it's not what it's not. Because they want to keep going. They want to keep going. You catch them and they still want to keep going. That's good though, because then you see the enemy right then and there. A lot of people see the enemy right then and there, telling them that they're the enemy in through subliminal ways or whatever, saying it real low or between words. They're literally telling you. And they wanted to go all the way to the end and then tell you, you see, I was telling you, I was right there in front of you, telling you that I'm the enemy and stuff, but you didn't do anything about it. They wanted to do that shit. You see what I mean? That type of hateful shit. That type of hateful shit, bro. Like they want to be right there, not telling you exactly what it is, and then go at the end and tell you, oh, you see, I told you, you didn't do anything about it. You see what I mean? Like, yo, so that's how hateful the enemy is like, yo, like, so yeah, so like you see, some people came to watch my live and they left right away. It's not, and I project truth. So what they do is they want to invert my energy. So instead of me projecting truth, they want my energy to be projected inadvertently. Like if I'm lying, like if you're coming in and instead of you being enlightened with the truth, with what I speak, with the information that I speak, they want you to think that I'm the devil. Like if everything I'm telling you is about to be a complete lie. And sometimes they do it all at once. Like, oh, he's about, like they just do it real fast. Like if you walk into a screen where they already have a pre-made system that lies to you about me, but it's like pre-made, like something like that. You see what I mean? But like now they'll put that into effect too. If they didn't have it together, if they didn't have it working like that, they'll have it together now like that. So they'll do it now. And now since I exposed it, they inverted it and they try to keep going anyway. You see what I mean? We're dealing with liars and deceivers, terrorists, united amongst us. They look like innocent people. A lot of them look like innocent people. A lot of them are family people, and they do this type of stuff to people. They will target their neighbors and try to have the neighborhood work in a specific order where where nobody knows what's going on. And you speak, and it's like they're speaking for you, and they're telling you a lot of information, and you know a lot of things, but it's only because they're telling you but they want to control the flow of information, the truth. They want to be the angels of the not angels of the but they want to be the ones in between the truth and you, so that instead of you knowing what to do, they want to be the ones telling you what to do. You see what I mean? They're like the devil, yeah, like fucking the devil and shit. Like, you see what I mean? They're devilish. So they wanna like they're against the truth. So they wanna go and get in between the truth and you, right? Between you and the truth, so that you don't know, and they tell you what the truth is, and you're there listening, like, oh, they're telling you the truth, and they must be good or whatever. You hear the word Freemasons and you think it's good because the word free Mason, it sounds like, and then they go and project this energy of like of greatness, of like, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're fucking good and shit like that. And in reality, Freemasons are the opposite of great. They're the opposite of free. They're the opposite of what they project at you. You see what I mean? So like Freemasons are terrorists, Illuminati are terrorists, they're occultic societies. A lot of street gangs in this country follow their rules. The code of silence, sneaky, saying things in front of each other. They go and talk to each other. You don't even hear what the fuck they're saying. They're saying things real low. And sometimes they'll say it out to out loud to your face, but they're saying things or they're saying it in a certain type of way. They're not direct. And some of them say it kind of like direct, but they never speak the truth. You see what I mean? So there's always something about Satanists. They tell you things in some kind of way, but it's not exactly how it's supposed to be. You see what I mean? So like, so the enemy are amongst us, and we're supposed to eliminate them. We're supposed to get rid of them, because they don't want to let people be free. They don't want to let people know for themselves the truth. The truth is God, and their liars and deceivers, devil worshippers. So the truth is God. They don't want you to know the truth. You see what I mean? You see the connection there? The truth is God. God is the truth. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. The truth is God. You see what I mean? So in order for them to worship their fake make believe God, their lie, they gotta create a lie to work inadvertently through. You see what I mean? So since the devil is a lie, they gotta make up a lie and a fake or false. That's why you see a lot of images of the devil and stuff like that, because they don't know there is no set. Because the devil is a lie. There is no set image or way that the devil really is. You see what I mean? So they go and make up lies to worship the devil through inadvertently, because the devil is not true. You see what I mean? It's not real. The God is real. God is true. The devil is not. You see what I mean? So they gotta act like if they're the devil. You see, working like if like if they're working inadvertently through the devil, and the devil is working inadvertently through. You see what I mean? So yeah, I was supposed to end this live some time ago now. So I'm about to end this live soon now, this time for real. Subscribe to my channel, leave a like. I don't have to tell you this stuff. If you care about the truth, if you really want justice, that's something that you should be doing out of common sense. If you go and click a like and subscribe to some girl shaking her ass on YouTube, and they get millions of likes, and I'm only getting like 15, 20 views max sometimes, one or two likes maybe, you should, do your part, because I'm really telling you exactly what it is. I'm the real messenger of truth here amongst you. And it's not a lie. I'm not deceiving you. I'm not misleading you. I'm the real messenger of truth here amongst you in a human form. Not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, the fake hero. They got you waiting for Jesus Christ so that you can never. Hold up. They're trying to intermix me with some Alex Rodriguez, I think, whatever his name is. I'm not him and he's not me. See, and that's something that they try to do, like trying to put, like like mix me up with someone that I'm not. Some Satanists that became a Christian and started speaking about Satanism. I'm not him and he's not me. You see, and that's how it felt. Anyways, so like, I am the real messenger of truth in human form. A lot of you know that already, but the enemy doesn't want you to, say it out loud, tell me to my face and stuff like that. Jesus, the fake messenger that they want you to wait for, so that you can't take action for yourself against the enemy. I'm the one who's here to unite you physically, and they try to make me seem like if I'm the antichrist, like if that's a bad thing, when you're supposed to be antichrist, because Jesus is the fake Messiah. You see what I mean? So he's supposed to be anti-Jesus, because Jesus is not the real messenger. You can't hear Jesus, you can't speak to Jesus, see, you can't see him, and they act like They want you to believe that he'll come one day and solve all your problems when I got the solutions here. I'm about the real truth. My nickname on YouTube is the real truth. I chose that name because I know what I was dealing with before I chose that name. You see what I mean? But anyways, yo, subscribe to my channel, leave a like. Now you know the truth, all right?